Hey, this is Mark Rodriguez here.
And Pennywise, a dancing clown.
Yes, and we're gonna do a review.
I don't need makeup to be scary.
Oh God, yes. We're gonna do a review of the 2017 version of It. And yes, I do know that I already did on live stream before, but I don't know. I just don't think, I don't know. It was on live stream. We're talking to people, probably not the same thing and all that stuff. Yes. So I feel that this movie deserves like a more normal, more proper review because I really loved it that much. I actually went to see it twice. One of the few movies I actually paid twice to see it because normally, the first time I pay and the second time I get invited with a group or something, they cover my ticket or whatever. But this is the first time I actually paid twice. I just love it that much.
I had to pay for the first time.
No, lucky you. But anyways, I got to see it twice. So anyways, guys, here are our thoughts. I don't want to give our thoughts first, or just the general synopsis, or...
well, everybody knows the general synopsis.
More or less.
Crazy clown in sewer. Crazy clown plus sewer plus fearful kids equals It movie.
Yes. Now, one thing that we also want to remind you, lots of people are getting confused, is not a remake of the original miniseries on TV with Tim Curry. This is actually like a whole new version. It's basically like another version, another adaptation of the original book by Stephen King. It's not necessarily a remake of the old one. It's just another adaptation of the book and everything. But yeah, the basic premise starts with little Georgie with this little paper boat thing. It goes in the river, or well, it's not a river. It's just it rains so bad that the water kind of pushes it.
Yes, it's a water. I don't even know what you call it.
Drain water. I don't know. It goes down the drain.
Water.
Yeah, rainwater goes down the drain. Of course, that's when Pennywise appears, and he tries to...
Hello, Georgie. You want your paper boat? I spittled.
Yeah, and he is so crazy. We'll get
Georgie, meet Pennywise. Pennywise, meet Georgie. Now we're not strangers. I think I did that too well.
Yes. And of course, the kid, they laugh a bit. The kid gets kind of freaked out. He's about to leave. Like, hey, what about your boat? Take it.
Take your boat, Georgie. Georgie, take your boat.
Yes. And one thing that was very extreme, because wow, and that really got me was when Georgie reached to grab it, he bit his freaking arm off. Yes, he bit his arm off, and you actually see the poor kid falling and crying with his arm missing and stuff before he gets dragged down. But it's just wow, because in the original version, it was kind of similar like that, but you don't see anything. It just kind of zooms in to Pennywise with his teeth, and that's it. But this was more extreme. This is jeez. And okay, so as the movie goes along, we do meet what we call the Losers Club. We get to meet, of course, Georgie's older brother, Bill. I think his name is Bill. And
I didn't know if it was Will or Bill.
Yeah, it was Bill. And some of the people, I kind of forget their names a little bit, but Bill is Georgie's brother, and we see, we kind of introduced to him. He's in denial that his brother actually died. He believes his brother is still alive somewhere. He just got to find him. And Ben is a chubby kid, so, people pick on him because he's chubby and all that. There's a Jewish kid, I think his name is Stanley, that was, his name is Stanley, I think it was
Chunker, Jewish kid, perverted, broke my ball sack, penis is bigger than yours, kid.
Yeah, his name is Richie. He has glasses on, he's always talking all these sexual perverted jokes and things like that.
The germaphobe kid.
I think it's Eddie. Eddie was a germaphobe kid, and he needed a respirator sometimes and things like that.
Not a respirator, it's a...
Inhaler or something? Yeah, an inhaler, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, respirator is a whole
okay. And his mom was overprotective and doesn't let him go outside and all that stuff.
Scene. Ugh.
Yes. And then we also have Beverly, which is the girl of the group, and of course people don't like her. They'll all get different reasons that they don't stand out. In her case, I guess there's rumors that she sleeps with everybody. So the other girls, the mean girls, pick on her and call her a slut and stuff like that. So they all have their little reasons they kind of aren't like
losers.
Yep, and they hang out together. They immediately meet. Oh, and there's also Mike, the black kid, which unfortunately, at this era, racism and stuff. So people don't like him for that. So he gets along with the gang. And we got this gang too, led by Henry Bowers, and there's dangerous. These are sick people. They're not the usual bullies that I guess shove you in the locker or whatever. These guys have switchblades and they cut you up and stuff. It's even sometimes even the other bullies are kind of surprised that Henry is going that far and everything. But of course, the main storyline that connects everyone together is that Pennywise is targeting each one of these kids. They all have different visions, illusions, or attempts that he tries to kill them until they all talk and they're like, oh, you saw the clown too, and everything. and that's when they decided to team up and try to.
They realize it's just all illusion, it's all fake, nothing's actually there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, well, they know the storyline.
Well, more or less, some people. Okay. Well, the thing that's kind of different, I think, compared to the other version was they went to the house to try to stop him, but it was just so creepy, so scary. It was like, let's get the hell out of here. I think Richie, was it Richie that broke his arm? No, it was not Richie.
It was a germaphobe.
It was Eddie. Eddie actually broke his arm and his mother took him away and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
You actually saw like...
Yeah. So, Beverly has a confrontation with her dad. Her dad was kind of creepy and stuff on her, and she finally like fought back and left him unconscious. But during this moment, it grabbed her, so that gave them reason to come back and try to rescue her, and that's when they defeat him and stuff like that. So, well, general thoughts on the movie?
Didn't see the first one. I never cared to see. I'm not really into horror movies, and everybody's like, Adam asked me to go with him, and I'm like, I don't know. And then my friend Sarah asked me to go with her, and then Mark asked me to go with him, and everybody's like, let's go! So finally Mark told me how it was, and there was no real gory parts.
Yeah.
And it wasn't too bad. So I said, okay. Finally, I went with Adam, and we went to see the movie. We liked it. Nothing, they had the jump scares, but nothing really, I'm like walking out of the screen. Nothing really scared us. We were just like stood there. I think we're the only ones that laughed about the mispronounced, hello, Pennywise. Yeah, it was his name. Eddie's mom keeps giving him medicine. Placebos,
they're placebos.
And we're the only ones that like chuckled at it.
Yeah, because there was a moment where he stood up to his mom also, and he's like, these are gazebos, mispronouncing placebos. And my experience, both times I went to the theater, like the whole place just busted up whenever he said that and everything.
Apparently my theater was dead because they didn't laugh at all, but it was good. We thought it was good. The ending was weird, just like how he explained it. It reminded him of like a final boss. They're at the final boss of a video game. That's how he kind of like related it to, because they pretty much did that.
Yeah.
They're pretty much like at the last stage. Hey, Pennywise, a dancing cat!
No.
I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill you, we all float too.
Okay, but anyways, yeah, I liked the movie. It was pretty cool. It didn't go too far with the gore. Like, the whole thing with how Georgie with his arm getting bit off, I thought that was just the beginning of something more intense, but it really wasn't that bad. You get the jump scares and stuff. You see the whole...
The jump scare.
They were Pennywise just does like, it's like, I don't know, it's like the way they do movies nowadays with the whole blurry, shaky camera. So there's some scenes where Pennywise just writes towards you all blurry and shaky and fast and loud, of course, so everyone could jump in the theater. So they kind of do that. But for me, the thing that was the creepiest thing in the whole movie was...
The cat.
What's his name? Not Eddie. Stanley, because basically it goes after your fears. So Stanley in particular was afraid of this picture of a weird woman that was drawn in that, that weird like art style, whatever. Her face all bent and twisted or whatever. So the damn thing actually comes to life, which is of course Pennywise as that form. But the way that thing looked, it looked so damn creepy that thing could have its own horror movie. That thing creeped me out more than Pennywise, And as for Pennywise, for people that want to, I guess,
I like
compare.
His design.
Yeah, very cool design.
The original one looks like a real clown you would expect, and then this one's like maybe like the classic, like, I don't know, 30s, 40s, like the makeup,
like early Victorian
and like
era.
the old classic, really classic like, jumpsuit, not the bright colors. And I did look for the little shout out to the original. Anyway, he like his style was pretty interesting, and his smile was like his big buck teeth, and like it was interesting.
And he's just like, I don't know, he's so weird because he's like playful too with the kids. Like the kids are screaming and and whatever, and he's like talking like and all.
And he like takes his one hand and goes.
Yeah, with the severed
hand,
severed kid's hand and everything. And he's like, the kid give me your hand. The kid's all scared and stuff, and he's all like 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 I'm gonna bite it. No, I'm gonna like that kind of thing. He's like just playing with that. And like I said in my live stream review, my favorite part is seeing him coming out of places really twisted and bent and stuff, and he just like rearranges himself and pops and cracks and everything. It's just
That was interesting.
he did a very good job. I just really like how he like the actor and everything. Like I know people like the original Pennywise for his style. His style, I guess, is goofier, kind of sillier style. I don't know how they're gonna do that in the next movie, but this Pennywise is, I don't know, he's just creepier. He's like a demonic monster, because there's times where he's just like growling and stuff, and people are trying to like push him off. He's trying to eat you, so it's like weird. It's like a mixture between just a freaking savage beast and a silly goofy clown that, hey, you want your balloon, and that kind of thing.
You like popcorn?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, of course, this movie does. Oh, and actually confirmed. I don't know what the date, but they actually are going to make a sequel because
2019.
Yes.
Is it 2019?
I
Yeah,
think so.
it was like
Because
a
there are
couple
people
years.
that read the book, and it's a big fat ass book. I'm gonna buy it though. I want it. I want to read it. Yeah,
Bullshit.
I will.
Bullshit.
But anyways,
Okay, what's
hold
today? Today, September 28th, you put it down that you were reading it.
Yes, I will.
In the year of the 2018 of 28th, you're gonna have it read.
Yeah, I'll read it. It won't take that long. But anyways,
You heard it here, folks.
yes. Anyways, if you guys have seen the original miniseries and the book, the whole point of this whole story, kind of, because he comes out every 27 years, is that they defeat him as kids, but later on when they're adults, it comes back, and they got to get back together and beat it, like, I guess, for the final time. But, and yeah, and the movie did hint that the kids did make the promise that they're going to come back if it returns, and Beverly also mentioned she saw a vision of them as adults fighting it again. So, yeah, the sequel's going to be about that. But one thing I do hope is that let's hope the sequel does a better job, because one of the things that was so bad about the miniseries was that the whole kids part was entertaining, but the adults part was all boring and stupid, and they were just like, I don't know. So for this movie, I really hope they do a very good job, pick very good actors to play the adults, because in this movie, the kids were awesome. They were pretty cool.
They were good.
And it was like the whole coming of age story, they're growing up. Oh, it's so cool because it takes place in the 90s, so you see like stuff like Backstreet Boys and Street Fighter and all that.
That was the 80s.
80, yeah, I guess it was
It is the
80s.
80s.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, because Backstreet...
Backstreet
No,
Boys were
and that,
way
no, it's
older.
New Kids on the Block. Wow, that's how
Yes.
behind I am. Yeah, that is right. New Kids on the Block
What the hell
were
you
the thing in the
talking
80s.
about?
Okay, but anyways, yeah, so they're 80s kids and stuff. I think the original, they were supposed to be in the 60s or something, the original version. They made it more... Yeah, because in the original version, it was 60s in the past and 90s in the present. Now it's like 80s in the past, and I guess it'll be the 2010s, you want to call that? Whenever you do the present one. So anyways, guys, what can I say? Very good movie. I really love it. I don't know, it's like... It is like a scary movie, I guess, but I like it more for the overall story, the strong characters. You actually care about these kids. You don't want them to get killed and
Oh, I
stuff.
couldn't
Like,
stand that one kid's mouth.
yeah. Oh, and he's played by the same kid from Stranger Things. Yeah. And that's another thing. I heard people complaining about that.
Okay, they don't...
I know, but I'm just saying. I heard people complaining about that, but honestly speaking, I've known kids like that. When we were kids, that's how kids talk. So it does make it realistic that he's kind of a trash mouth, because kids do talk like that. And, no, that's basically it. It's a very good movie. And yeah, I don't really buy much horror movies, but I'm tempted. I might actually buy it when it comes out on
I'm
Blu-ray
actually
and stuff.
tempted to, too.
Yeah. So that's the only thing I want to say. It's a pretty good movie, and
If you haven't seen it yet, go see it.
they all float. And you can
You'll-
float too.
You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float too.
Oh, goodness. Yes, that was a good one. Yes. No, goodness. Now, one thing I just want to say, just a real thing, just like my last thing. In the original movie, when they were adults, I forgot which one it was. One of them was chilling, like, he was in the library or something, trying to call someone to talk about it. And Pennywise was sitting in the balcony, clowning around with a noisemaker and making stupid jokes like, hey, is your refrigerator running? Then you better go catch it, and stupid things like that. And he was throwing balloons that would blow up on people's faces with blood and stuff. Of course, only the guy could see. But the thing is, that is just so cheesy and so whatever. I don't know if they're going to make the modern Pennywise do that, because...
Well, he was being so cheesy in this movie, so he might be cheesy in the next movie too.
Yeah. So anyways, guys, that's all I can say. It's a good movie. Check it out. If you guys haven't seen it yet, if it's still in your theaters, because it's been a couple of weeks now, check it out. It's good. If you like the original, it's good. Honestly speaking, if you ask me who's better, the original Pennywise or this version, Jim Carrey Pennywise or this guy, I don't really know because they're both good. They're both fun.
I can't say much about that one because I
Yeah.
didn't see the original.
And random fun fact, all the kids in the movie were kept from seeing what Pennywise looked like for I think about 2 to 4 weeks until they had their very first scene with him to just catch that extra surprise of actually seeing him, what he looks like in full makeup and everything. So that's attention to detail. Anyways, guys, that's it. All I can say. Thank you for watching. Mark Rodriguez here.
You'll float too. You'll float too.
See you next time.